Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Dr. Muhammad Iltaf Hussain and I am working in the Department of Livestock and Dairy Development, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Peshawar as a veterinary officer. Today we will discuss and will say something about dairy farming. So dairy farming, before starting dairy farming, we should know some points that we are presenting here. So the first point is develop a business plan. First of all, the business plan development is very important, and SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The second point is consult the experts. The third one is creating cropping and feeding program. The fourth one is create a waste management plan. The fifth one is build your equity over time. The sixth one is dairy farming is a biological system. We should know about that dairy farming is a biological system. The seventh one is one size dairy farm doesn't fit all. This is the seventh point. And the eighth one, you are a manager first. So before starting a dairy farm, we should know about these points, and we should follow these points, these 8 points. Now we come to the types of dairy farming. So there are different species, that is cow, goat, sheep, camel, buffalo, etc. So the farming of these species are types of dairy farming, different types of dairy farming. So now we come to the history of dairy farming. So the earliest evidence of using domesticated cows for dairy production is the 7th millennium BC, the early Neolithic era in northwestern Anatolia. The 6th millennium BC in Eastern Europe, the 5th millennium BC in Africa, the 4th millennium BC in Britain. Larger farms emerged in the last century. So this is about the history of dairy farming. Now we come to the management of dairy farming. So the management of dairy farms is divided into two systems, that is extensive and intensive system. Extensive system based on low input and low output philosophy. This is the philosophy. And the intensive system, it is based on the high input and high output. Management of nutrition, housing, health, reproduction, and waste is also comes in the category of management of dairy farms. After the management of dairy farm, the housing systems, we come to the housing system. So the housing systems are different throughout the world depending on the climate, dairy size, and feeding strategies. The housing system, the building should be formed in such a way that the animals should be easily access to the feed, water, and protection from relevant environmental conditions. And there should be the extreme coldness and hotness should be manageable at dairy farms. Now we come to the milking system. So the animals are milked twice a day, but 3 times a day, better to prevent mastitis. Cleaning and disinfection of the udder before and after milking. Now we come to the nutrition management. So at the dairy farm level, it is one of the largest expenses for dairy producers, whether it be provided by grazing or by purchasing. Nutritional requirement depends on maintenance requirement and production requirement. Now we come to the reproductive management. So the life of a dairy animal is a cycle of pregnancy and lactation starting at puberty. The timing of these events is very important to the production capacity of the dairy. And now we come to the lactation management. So the pattern of lactation and pregnancy is known as the lactation cycle. After 20 days of parturition, the milk production increases, and for the next 30 to 60 days, the production reaches to peak. And at a dairy farm level, some hormones are also used, that is growth hormones known as recombinant BST and boostin. But these hormones are banned nowadays. Now we come to the animal welfare. So there are some diseases at farm level that we should control. Those diseases, there is some infectious diseases, for example mastitis, endometritis, and digital mastitis, digital dermatitis. and some metabolic diseases, for example milk fever, ketosis, and injuries caused by the environment, for example hoof and hock lesions. Now we come to the market. So worldwide, the largest cow milk producer is the United States, the largest cow milk exporter is New Zealand, and the largest importer is China. Pakistan is on third number in milk production in the world according to FAO statistics 2017. So that's all about the dairy farming, and if you have any question in your mind, so you may ask through comments, through my Gmail, that is driltafvet@gmail.com. And if anyone of you has not yet subscribed my channel, so subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to receive more such videos and notifications for new videos and informative videos. Thank you so much for watching.